Hello, I'm Jason Strongerhead. Today I'll be sharing with you, right? So if let's say Donald Trump is not going to be re-elected, is it going to crash the market? Is it going to let the market go up? Okay, so or because the market is going to crash, because he's going to be re-elected. So if you're interested in what I have to share with you based on historical data, stay tuned, okay? Now, Donald Trump has definitely been making headlines after headline. A lot of people are talking about him. The news, it's his never right lack of his coverage, correct? If you look at the Google News, if you look at Yahoo News, if you look at CNBC, if you look at market, if you look at the market trend, if you look at any news, right, you will see his faces all over the place, right? Okay, so you see, wow, Trump feels new tension in moment of crisis at the moment, and because he should be worried about COVID-19, and he's talking about his trade war, and then his tension with China, and after he stopped, what he's gonna threaten and pull out the sponsorship for WHO, okay, things like that. So there's a lot of things happening around him, and there's a lot of he's definitely the spotlight, right? Okay, so they are saying that the stock market is due for a consolidation, right? Because he's going to take an aim in China, and he just said something only, mentioned that he's not going to take such a strong measure. Suddenly, the market rally, on last Friday, right? Okay, so he definitely has got impact on the stock market, all right? And if you look at him, Donald Trump, right, versus let's say Obama, okay, his influence and his during his time as a president and how the stock market performed. Of course, Obama did really well, okay. If you look at Donald Trump compared to Obama, but Donald Trump is not doing too shabby himself. Okay, if you look at it, yeah. So if you look at the history, right, okay, of a Democrat newly elected in the first year, normally the stock market on average will climb about 22.1%. Wow, that's very high. And a Republican, when they are newly elected for the very first year, in fact, the market is usually flat. So for Donald Trump, right, how is he doing in terms of him and the stock market performance? Yeah, obviously Donald Trump is doing much better lah. So if you look at it depends on which year you're looking at the average. So based on this article that I found on the internet, okay, on CNBC, yeah, so Donald Trump is doing much better on the first year. See, normally it will be flat, but Donald Trump on first year, the market rallied 19.4%. On average, only 5.7. Okay, on the second year, average should be 4.5, but for during Trump year, Islam for 6.2 minus 6.2%. But the third year, right? Okay, on average, 12.8, and Trump is doing 28.6%. This year, of course, not very lucky for him because of the COVID-19 situation. However, we yet to see, on average is 5.7, so yet to see what's going to happen. And if you look at it, right, depending on which average you're taking. So I found another one whereby the study is between 1950 to 2019, right? Okay, so Trump is still doing better than the average. You can see that Trump is still doing better than average on the first year. Second year, not as good, but the third year, yeah, it's sorry, second year I put the wrong one. Okay, should be minus 6.2. Okay, this one should be minus 6.2. Yeah, but the third year, Trump did not do as well. No, Trump did better. Sorry, 28.6. Oh, what happened to me? Okay, so first year did better, second year not as good, third year did better. Last year we don't know yet lah. All right. Okay. Now, so whether he will do well or won't do well, right, it really depends on whether he will get re-elected or not, correct or not? Okay, so if you look at the history, okay, so for Republican, if they're going to be re-elected on the fourth year, it's actually very good for the stock market, based on history. Based on history. I know I'm not saying that because of that I want him to be re-elected. Actually, I'm neutral, okay? So I'm just sharing with you stats, yeah? And please don't hate me, right? Okay, so but if let's say the Democrat is going to be newly elected around the fourth year, then it's actually quite flat for the stock market. In fact, slightly negative. Yeah, so whether is he going to be re-elected or not, based on history, it will have some impact on the stock market, right? Okay, so let's take a look. Some people say that his presidency is over. Yeah, and how unpopular is Donald Trump? Yeah, he's not very popular. If you look at the approval rating, right? Okay, so if you look at the presidential approval rating, okay, over after 2 years in office, Trump right now is seated at 37, 37%. Okay, and no one has ever been re-elected on approval rating below 44%. So because of that, a lot of people think that he's going to be over soon. Now, I want to just share with you some history. Of course, I'm not here to predict whether he will win or he will lose. I'm just sharing with you some history. Okay, that that this approval rating can jump very high one. Okay, can jump drastically in the next few months. So we're not going to know what's going to happen, right? And based on history, what I want to share is that incumbents are really tough to beat. Okay, because Obama, his approval rating in 2011 was 39%, and he got re-elected. And Bill Clinton and Ronald Reagan, right, had approval rating lower than 39%. Oh. They too got re-elected, correct? Okay, and there's this the past president, right, Harry Truman. Okay, approval rating was record low, no, 33%, and he too got re-elected. So incumbent is very hard to beat. That's the first thing. So because of that, right, based on history, there's a very high chance, right, that if history were to repeat itself again, that means Donald Trump is probably going to be re-elected, right? Okay, and if he's re-elected, actually, is it good for the stock? It's going to be good for the stock. Okay, and so no matter what, right, whether is he going to be re-elected or not going to be re-elected, is it going to be another person coming in? Okay, I want you to look at the long term. Yeah, the first term, the first year of the election, there may be some gyration, right? Yeah, but the subsequent year, especially the third year, it will be always good return for the presidency election. All right, and the third year. So if you look at the long term, that means, right, every dip would be an opportunity for you to buy low, okay, and hold for the long term. So I'm waiting to see what's going on, and I'm definitely looking at this as an opportunity. If there's a dip, it's a bigger dip, then I probably will add my position. All right. So in any case, I hope y'all will stay safe and remember to invest safe. All right. If you like my video, remember to click like and do comment. Share with me your comment whether do you think, right, that Donald Trump will be re-elected, and how do you think it will affect the stock market. I would like to hear your views as well. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see ya.